Dude, it was funny to be at the gym yesterday and overhear two old heads busting each other's balls talking about ball. Honestly, that is what the rampant ageism in our current generation, myself included, is depriving us of. Is toxic male friendships that are actually deeper than any other friendship that's ever existed, where you know almost nothing about your best friend, but you can say almost anything to them. That's what it's all about, man. Having some dude you've been friends with for 50 years but don't know like the names of his kids. God, I want that so bad. That sounds awful. Okay, Garfield Rule 34. What do you want out of life? Every time I always laugh. It was a long weekend, right? I was out in Vivo for Saturday and Sunday. Monday, my daughter was in an activity Monday morning. So I was in Apollo's chat, and just Apollo's chat was taking me out, man. Anytime Apollo's doing just chatting, I'm like, I forgot. No, no disrespect, but like, they're not real. They're talking about stuff that's not real, man. I forget specifically what took me out, but they were like talking about, there was like Apollo was like, you guys would be really interested in like trying this one thing out. And they're like, isn't it evil because one of the people involved in it wears his hat backwards or something like that? And I'm like, you're not supposed to know that, man. You're not supposed to know that this guy wore his hat. But it's like, it reminds me of in my chat when someone said, I'm not fucking with paintings because only rich people had themselves painted back in the day. I just imagine the confidence to just be like, an entire discipline of art. Nah, it's actually traitorous to the current class warfare to look at a painting because paintings were for rich people back in the day. You gotta get offline, man. Look at some pictures, man. They were making them good back then. They're probably making them good now, but unfortunately, it's just easy to respect old art because somebody's already done the work of telling you it's important. Whereas, like, if somebody makes a new painting that's awesome, you gotta wait for somebody else to be like, is this actually good? Like, if a painting was made in, like, 1996, I need someone with a PhD to be like, is this shit good? Because, like, if it was made in 1700s, I could be like, wow, I can't believe they made this shit back then. But, like, I don't want to be made to look foolish by, like, accidentally appreciating a painting that it turns out is, like, not actually good and is actually bad. Live your own truth? Well, there's an element of that. But then also at the same time, if you tell that to people, like, when they're too young, that's how you end up with, like, Ryan the Hedgehog. I think it's like, you could probably start living your own truth when you're like 47 or something like that. But do not live your own truth when you're 14. That's not you. That's you at just a derivative. Like, that's a moment in time, an instantaneous measurement of you. There's no cumulative you yet. You haven't been a person. You're minus 4 years old in terms of like, becoming a real person. Maybe when you're 47, you can start to live your truth. That's a bit away though. Still a little bit away. You consider yourself an unk or what? Yeah, I think so. I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with it though. I think it's just, I mean, by the time you reach like my age, you maybe 36 is not that age. You ever go to like a nice department store and you see some incredibly old people that are dressed like nephew? If you're old, dressing nephew amplifies the unk. When you see the 73-year-old guy decked out in the Gucci tracksuit, he's more unk as a result of himself trying to nephew himself. He's trying to turn himself into a nephew, but you can't fight Father Time. Father Time's undefeated. Dressing unk is cool? No, dressing unk is just, you dress your age. If you're unk age but you dress nephew, you end up underflowing the number and becoming like max value unk. Thank you. It's embarrassing to try to cling to your nephew status when you're already unk. Now, unk and nephew didn't exist as a paradigm when I was a nephew. So it hurts. I never got my time as a nephew. At least I never got named a nephew. I basically spawned in as an unk because I only found out about the paradigm in the last few years. That being said, society flourishes when men plant trees that they will never sit in the shade of. So I'm okay. I'll pay the unk tax so that some nephews can be nephews, even though I will never be a nephew. If that's what it takes for society to get better, then so be it. I'm 35. I have no idea what you're talking about. At family Thanksgiving, when the dinner's over, the nephews go to the couch to watch TV, to watch the Lions game. The unks are on the dining room table stacking up plates and bringing them to the kitchen. Okay? That's the neph-unk paradigm. Now, if you don't know where you stand yet, you're a nephew, okay? Go out to the living room, watch the Lions game, look at your phone. What about aunts and nieces? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know. I think they just talk. They don't get down with all this like name calling type stuff. They don't put a label on it. They're just family. That's my thinking, at least. I'm not 100% sure.